Hello FlossTube. It's Thursday, December 26th, and I'm back with my Flossmas wrap-up video. This year was my first time doing Flossmas, and my goal was to do a different project each day of December. I also wanted to see how many new starts I could get started just based off of my the scraps of Ada I had in stash. So I have one whip and 22 new starts, and I did get one finish this month. While working on all these projects in December, I didn't do any count. I didn't count any stitches. My goal was to do 1 hour each day. Some projects only got an hour. Some projects got more. It just depended on what was going on in my house on those days. Of the new starts, 5 projects were purchased off Etsy, and the remaining 17 were freebies that I got online. So, in no particular order, let's get started. First up, I'm going to show you the one whip I brought into December, and that was Aurora Cabin. This is my progress on that. As I said, all of these projects only got 1 day, and I never went back and touched them again. So if you see my other videos, there's no new progress on anything. So this is Merry Christmas from Al Forrest Embroidery. This is my progress on that. The majority of these are going to be on 18 count scraps. This is Winter. Progress on that one. Next up is Holly House Inn, I believe. I don't have any information in front of me. This is just off memory, but I will have all the correct information down in the description. So that was my progress on that one. The next one is Gingerbread Saltbox, which is from the same person or shop. Pinker and Punkin, I think, is what these two were from. And there's some more houses on that in that set, so I will probably start those next year. Next up is Gingerbread Men from Durene Jones. This is Tiny Stocking from Unknown Source. Next up is Noel from Steady Thread. Let's make progress on that one. As I've said before, these are scrap pieces, so I did not cut any of these for these projects. It's just, so that's why this one is very tight on the, there's like no border. There's like no border, but I will just make sure that I'm very careful when I go to finish that piece. Luckily, it's small. Next up is Mistletoe Kisses from Silver Creek Samplers. Then we've got Berries in Bloom from Hands On Design. I said I'm not doing these in order, but I did put all the sets together, and then I'm also doing all the freebies first. Or I did break them up, the freebies from the purchase patterns. Then we've got Peppermint Pressie. This is Blue Ribbon Designs. Bundled Up Birdie, also Blue Ribbon Designs. My Friend Frosty, the last in the Blue Ribbon Designs. Okay. Then this is 12 Days of Christmas from Plum Street Samplers. And this is a good thing I didn't get a lot of work on it because I put this on the wrong fabric. This fabric was for a different project, which didn't end up getting started, but I'm still going to frog it because I wanted to put it on this piece of 18 count, which is it's a really thin, it's a very thin Aida, thin and dry Aida, but I wanted it on this piece of fabric. And as you can see, this is how I had a lot of my projects, the fabric for it. I had them all pinned the entire time except for the 3 larger projects because I knew that I would remember. And this is one of the ones I did not put a tag on because I had decided not to work on it while I was pinning them. So I just assumed that this one was for Plum Street, and it was not. So I'm going to add this to my 2025 plans to hopefully have the border finished before Christmas next year. Next up is Wassail from Witch's Garden. And this was a freebie on Facebook. So my progress on that. It looks like a green thread. It's actually a dark gray. Okay. Then we have Christmas Bears. Christmas Bears Blue or Polar, however I have it labeled. And this is my progress for that one. And then there's Christmas Bears Red, which was my last start last night. So this is a Christmas Day start. And that is my progress on that. I think that looks so good on there, the red and green on this fabric. Comparing the two, because these are both from Owl Forest. I don't know if I said that, but comparing these two, this border right here is a lot taller than that one, which is short. So I realized as I was laying them out that the size difference, and I'm hoping that this fabric is actually big enough to add the bears in, but that is a problem for me next year. So hopefully I remember. And this is my last freebie pattern for December, and it is my finish, and that is Joy. I had initially called this Joy 2 because wherever I found this pattern, whoever's video it was that was talking about this, they called it Joy 2. So that's how I've been, I had it in my notes is Joy 2, but I cannot remember for the life of me who that was. I could have sworn that it was Cross Stitch the World. Is that? I think that's their channel name. Steph and Allison. Anyways, I could have sworn it was them that said that had mentioned this pattern, but I cannot. I don't know what video it would have been in because they didn't do a Christmas. Unless I'm looking in the wrong place, I can't find a Christmas chart video, Christmas freebie video on their channel, that's not this one that they just had, because obviously I had gathered this before that video was posted. So I can't remember who called that Joy 2, but when I went to the actual website, it just says Joy, so I'm not sure where I got confused on that. So now we are in my Etsy charts. So first up is Christmas Holiday from Stitchrovia. That was my progress on that one. And then Christmas Morning. I do not remember which way this goes, but this is my progress on that one. I think it goes this way. But this is a gorgeous piece that I found on Etsy that I couldn't ignore, but the PDF information doesn't match the shop information, so I'm not sure if that is a stolen chart or where. I'm not sure what's up with that one, but it's gorgeous, the image. Next up is Santa over the city. This is my progress on that. Then we have the Advent Christmas tree. I think it's a Advent Christmas calendar tree or Advent calendar tree. I'm not sure exactly what the name of it is. And I think it goes this way. And I mentioned before, this is a piece of fabric that was for a project that got UFO'd. So that's why I was able to get such a large piece of fabric for this project. And so it was pre-dyed also. It was because it was for another project, it was already pre-dyed. So this is a blue and green. This is a blue and green dye that I had done. And so there's not a lot of projects. I think there's not a lot of projects that I had planned to start that would have looked good on that, but I think that Christmas tree would look great. And then my last project, which was also a Christmas Day start from yesterday, is Christmas Tree. It's Christmas Tree. I relabeled it in my notes as Christmas Tree Vintage Treats is what I'm going to start calling it. Vintage Treats. And this is my progress on that. I thought that was a strawberry. I thought this was a strawberry at first, based off of Pattern Keeper. I thought it was a strawberry until I started getting these red petals, and then I realized that it's actually a cupcake with a poinsettia on it. And then this is like a biscuit of some kind, that's gonna go on top of another treat. It's a topper. So and I did this, or I started this one while watching the Doctor Who Christmas special, or the new Doctor Who Christmas episode, and then I continued watching. I'm doing a re-watch of Doctor Who, as we do. And I am still at the beginning of it, so I started on, so I was only a few episodes in on Eccleston, and now I'm already at, I'm on David's season. So that's everything that I worked on this month. Plans for the rest of the month, which is a week. I don't plan on stitching on anything this month. Not saying I won't stitch on anything, but I don't have plans to stitch on anything. I'm trying to get my plans finalized. I'm trying to get my plans finalized for January, and then I expect to um, play some games, and then also any free time I plan on working on this diamond painting, because I wanted it done before New Year's, but and I still technically could if I devoted every free minute I have to it, but that's not likely. So I decided at the last moment to do whip go. So today I was trying to decide on which projects I want to put in my whip go board. And then I've been avoiding the whip go numbers because I know that they've already been called. So I've been avoiding those posts, both on Facebook and on YouTube, until I got my board situated. I don't think I have any plans for any New Year's new start. But if I do, then I need to have that kit up and ready to go. I need to input all of these Christmas projects into Notions so that when I go to work on them next year, I know what they are, if what they're, if I'm using one or two, if it's one or two pieces of floss, yeah, all that information so that I don't pick it up and go, what was I doing? Then I also, I'm hoping to be able to do I need to do an end of the year wrap up video and a Whippopoly video. And I'm not sure if if I'm going to have those up before the week's up, uh, or if I'm going to have to wait and do those at the beginning of January. So, because it's possible. I'm afraid that the sickness is going around the house again for the millionth time, and there's a chance I could end up finding myself sick, and then I'm not getting my plans started until February, just from falling behind. So, but yeah, so I plan on planning for the rest of this week, the rest of this month. Same difference. So I need to pack all this up, and I will see you in the next video. Happy stitching. Bye.